going on, guys? Welcome back to another backyard simulator video. Today we're continuing on with the top 50 9-hole courses in the world. Today we're playing Winter Park. Let me just check I got that right. Yep. Okay, we are playing, sorry about that, we're playing Winter Park Golf Club in Winter Park, Florida. Some of these course names are starting to all blend together, and I don't want to start messing them up, but Winter Park in Winter Park, Florida, part of the top 50 9-hole courses in the world. Should be pretty fun, hoping to shoot around even par for an easier 9-hole style course compared to tour level championship type courses. Using the Garmin Approach R10, like always. We have, like all the other past videos for the past couple weeks, the updated settings here. So we're still using 5,300 feet on the altitude. We're using 65% humidity and 85 degrees temperature wise for the weather settings within Home Tee Hero that you're seeing on the screen. We've got the Country Club Elite mat that I can hit down into a little bit, or at least try to, and put tees directly into. And then we've got some 10x7 nets up here that we're hitting into. So let's get started. First hole, we have a short par 4, 233 yards up to, so we got 235. I think I'm gonna hit a slightly teed up 4 hybrid. From what I've seen, I still don't have a whole lot of experience with any of these hybrids that are new. Not only the fact that I'm using hybrids in the first place, but these clubs in particular. From what I've seen, teed up, I can get about 240-ish out of this club, so even if we get 75-80% of this with this swing, we should get in the area. I'm just gonna double check we don't have any water or any kind of hazards. We got bunkers and trees, but shouldn't be anything that's gonna cost us a penalty stroke. Popped it up. Probably should just hit it off the deck. Got to practice with it eventually though, so that's kind of what we're here for. So unfortunately it only went 165, which is probably pretty accurate from how I hit that. So we've got 68 up 169 nice yards left. Gonna go right around about a half, 60-ish% here with the 52. Maybe a little bit more. Relatively straight. Started slightly left. Hopefully it's not too much. A little long, but we're on the green. So, unfortunately, it's going to be a bogey to start it. Oh, par. I forgot that was a short par 4. I was thinking that was a par 3. Alright. That helps. Second hole, par 3. We've got 148. I can dig the palm trees. I like that warmer weather type climate. So, 148. That's either a strong pitching wedge or a soft 9. Closer to a soft 9, so that's where we're going to go. Usually play my 9 on course to about 155, 160, so this is probably about a 90-ish% or so. 9 iron here. Caught it a little heavy, came out straight, might turn over a little bit to the left. Or a good amount left, and it was still short. Right on that edge too. It's gonna make us chip. So we've got 12 yards, plus we need another 1.2 to factor in that 10% power reduction from the rough. So right at 13, a little over 13 yards. I'm gonna go 60 degree, which I've been trying to use more lately. Utilize all the clubs in my bag, especially those wedges. Less bounce on this club, so a little bit easier to pick it off of this type of lie here on the mat. Decent shot there, caught that a little heavy, so short is accurate there, 2 yards short, but not too bad. We got in the +1, got another par. Moving right along, third hole, par 5. Looks like a pretty narrow fairway, but not much hazard wise. We got a bunker on the left and we got some trees, but we're gonna rip the driver. Started right. I'm not sure that's going to come back a whole lot. Left the club face open on that, but shouldn't be too bad. .270, right side of the fairway, we'll take that. Kind of blocked out, not too bad. Blocked out a little bit on these trees on the right, but as long as we don't shank it, we should be clear of that. So we've got 153 down 1. We need 152. That should be a pretty smooth 9-iron. The bee flying around the ball as I'm about to hit. Struck that pretty clean, a tad right. Take that, pretty good shot there. I found myself, granted I'm always trying to get better and I like being somewhat hard on myself shot wise if it's not exactly what I'm trying to do, but I found myself saying everything was just decent, so try to do a little bit better job. I definitely tell you guys and talk about when I hit bad ones, it's pretty clear, but do a little bit better job saying if it was actually a good shot, not just decent or pretty good. So, fourth hole, par 5, big dog leg left. We should, though, have some room up here. We're gonna hit driver up this way. And we'll go a little bit, we'll go right about there. We've been hanging out the drives more so to the right than left lately, so I've been aiming, as opposed to maybe a week or two ago, everything up the right side of the fairway. I'm aiming a little more down the middle, if not possibly even a little bit left, to have it basically fade back just a tad. That's probably due to the fact that I've been opening up my stance just a tad, and it might not even be open really, it's just more kind of square and straight versus closing it. And same thing with the club face, trying to be a little more square with the club face when I take my when I set up my hands and whatnot, versus pretty close that I've been doing for the past few years, especially with my old driver. So trying to just dial in, get the drive as straight as possible, and then ideally once we play probably even a year plus with hitting actual straight drives, try to shape the ball just a tad if we can get to that type of skill level. A little high on the club face to the right. Not gonna be too bad though. Could have used a little more to get around this corner. We're gonna have to aim for the right side of this green. We've got 251. So we're gonna aim up there, give ourselves a little more room with these trees. I'm gonna rip the 3 hybrid up there. Hopefully the phone or anything, the unit, the camera, whatnot doesn't overheat. I'm out here actually a little bit earlier than usual because we've had a few days of slightly cooler weather. So usually I come out here at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon when the trees are blocking the sun. So we've got some sun to worry about, but I'm thinking because it's about 20-30 degrees cooler that the extra heat from the sun, direct sunlight, will kind of even out with the cooler temperatures and not have any overheating type issues. Off the heel and it started left. Hopefully we don't catch those trees. Wow, we actually got it to work. For hitting it off the heel, that was hit pretty well. Wasn't trying to do that, but sometimes, like I say, better to be lucky than good. With that type of layout of that hole, it actually worked out. Plus, helps when you're have a couple weeks under your belt with using these hybrids. I'm starting to get a better feel for them, so we're somehow 2 under. I'm pretty happy about. See if we can keep this up. So, 4th hole, par 5, nice and straight again. I like this, a little bit wider fairway. Nice when you can kind of walk up to the tee. Granted, this isn't real life, so it's just on a screen, but same applies in real life when you can kind of just walk up and you have a nice wide open fairway. You don't have anything in the back of your mind that you're trying to go around or avoid or whatnot. You can kind of get up there and have a green light. Horrendous. There's the miss we've been seeing. 118-yard drive directly on top of the driver, clear over the net, and that's 2 10x7 nets on top of each other, so that's pretty close. It's not quite 20 feet, or actually no, it's 10 wide and 7 tall, so I don't know, it's about, call it anywhere from 12 to 14 feet. It's just directly over that with the driver, which is horrendous, but alright, I spoke too soon about the score and the driver. 201, down 1, we need 200. Gonna go 5 iron. Gotta get a new ball now. Gotta do a search and rescue later for that ball. That was a Pro V1, I believe. Back into the woods. Try to use the nicer ones here, because I figure I can just hit them into the net multiple times, but kind of tough times when even when you're hitting into the net in your own yard, you're still losing Pro V1s. Fat, low, and a little bit left. It's going to be well short. That might have even been generous yardage wise. I don't know if that went 178. Granted, it was low, so it probably rolled out a good amount, but that was hit pretty heavy. Anyways, we've got 27 yards. So I think I'm gonna try, my plan has been basically anything from like 30 to 45 yards, I'll go 56. Anything like 45, 50 yards plus, I'll go 52. And then anything basically 30 yards and under, I'm gonna start hitting the 60 degree. Ah, that was straight but heavy. That's gonna be short. Seems like, although there's been shots I haven't made great contact with that with the 60 degree. That seems to be a little more forgiving with the tight lie with this mat and the smaller sole and less bounce of this club. I can kind of get under the ball a little bit better, make more consistent contact, which is good. So 241 to the hole. I don't know about these trees. I'd rather not mess with those. So we're gonna go right about there. 245. I think we're gonna hit, I'm gonna go 3 hybrid off the deck. See what happens here. I'm actually gonna aim even a little bit further left, just in case we pull one right. Hopefully we get across and get by this corner of trees. You don't get caught in that stuff. I'm also gonna try to aim a little bit left and hit this kind of left. So between those two. Club twist in my hand, it's definitely left. Not great, but we've got to look at it. So we've got 57 yards, plus we need a 10% reduction in power, so that's another 5. So we're looking at 62. It's going to be 62 yards, 52 degree. Right around a 50%-ish. 52 here. That was straight but really thin. That might be off the back of the green. I didn't hit it super hard. We came up short. We got lucky. I didn't hit it super hard, but that was really thin. Generous par by Home Tee Hero. But although that was generous, I'm just gonna get a drink quick. Although that is generous, and we've had some other generous shots, there's also been some times where we've got punished kind of unfairly, so I think it all evens out in the end. I found that, can't speak to these courses because I've never played the vast majority of these courses, but with friends and family around here, and I play courses that are close by here that I played a good amount of times, I do shoot pretty similar scores, both here on the Garmin and then in real life. When you have the chip shots turned on with the +1 and +2 and +3, it comes out relatively close to what you would expect on course. And as of late, I've been rolling my putter pretty good on course, so could even be doing myself a little bit of a disservice by not being able to putt here. We're gonna go 9 iron. Should be a pretty smooth 9 here. Caught it good. It's gonna be a little left, I believe. At least it started that way. Not too bad though. It was a little heavy, so a little bit short. It's probably accurate. Another par on the scorecard though. 8th hole, par 3. So, 144. I think we're gonna go 9 iron again. Choke down about 3/4 of an inch here. Similar shot, a little left, a little heavy, but that should work out, I would think. Ugh. Should have just used the full club, that probably would have got there. So we're in the bunker, which is going to be 20% reduction. So that's another, call it 4 yards. So we need 23, 24 yards here. Gonna go 60 degree. Popped it up into the left. Should be a decent distance. Trying to stay hydrated, although we're not doing anything besides swinging. There's no walking, but all right, 9th hole. We're 2 under. See if we can get out of here with a par or better. Call it a day. At worst, a bogey. We'll end up with a +1 or a -1 rather. But we've got 238. So I think I'm gonna go. I haven't hit it a whole lot. I've been hitting the 3 hybrid more. I'm gonna go 4 hybrid off the deck. I think if I hit this one good, I think a good number I'll eventually play to for the 3 hybrid off the deck is about 260. So I think the 4 hybrid off the deck, I'm gonna play towards 240-ish, and it should be within that ballpark majority of the time, I would think. We'll see if that remains true for this shot. I hit that pretty good. Right on the dot. That was pretty close to flush in my opinion for that shot, so 244 off the deck from a 4 hybrid. We'll take that all day long if we can do that consistently. And we even ended up with a bird, so that's even one more stroke underneath. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen, from Winter Park Golf Course in Winter Park, Florida. Honestly, pretty easy course. There was a lot of short par 4s there, but we ended up with a 3 under, -3, 32. Par was 35, so we ended up going par, par, birdie, birdie, par, 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 birdie. Pretty clean scorecard, pretty happy with that. We hit 4 out of 16 fairways, which more than 50%, so we'll take that. Greens in regulation, we hit 6 out of 9, again more than 50%, so we'll take that, pretty happy. And 15 putts across 9 holes. Not too bad. That's because we hit some in the inner circle, but that was some that we just caught the green, which was a +2, but close to 1.5, 2 strokes putting each hole. Not too bad, but 3 under. That's one of the better scores yet for these 9-hole courses, so we'll take that all day long. That's all I have today. Quick video with these 9 holes. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you've seen some of the subscriber requested courses. If you have any suggestions, any courses you'd like to see me play, let me know in the comments. But I'll see you guys in the next course.